what may be the hottest year in history, scientists have recorded radical changes to the permafrost in Antarctica.
The Pandora virus, a so-called giant virus with the largest genome size ever recorded.
The crabs also display increased aggression, even towards larger predators.
A striking new weather anomaly has claimed many coastlines around the world. NASA is examining these clouds to figure out...
We've detected large amounts of an organic composite. So far, the sample doesn't match any of the DNA records we've compared it with.
We all saw it. Those creatures coming out of the sea on that oil rig.
The President has declared a national emergency.
It's obvious that what we're dealing with here is a biological weapon. As of today, we are at war.
It's taking their minds. I saw them walk right into the sea. Thousands of people. Thousands.
The mist is gone, but the city is dead. The roads are broken. You must join one of the havens. Do not attempt to survive on your own.
Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're here to announce the start of a new playthrough. And as you can see in front of you, that playthrough is going to be with Phoenix Point. Now, I did try this game when it first came out. We got in about 13 episodes. Ultimately, though, I didn't totally care for the depth at that time and found the gameplay very repetitive. It just wasn't grabbing me at that time. Yeah, you can argue, say, with Long War and Long War of the Chosen, that they are a bit repetitive at times, but still those stories grab me more than the Phoenix Point story did when it first came out. Now, though, I've kind of been keeping my tabs on it because it's not like I thought it was a total failure at the time. In fact, if I hadn't been a newbie YouTuber, even more newbie than I am now, I wouldn't have probably overcommitted like I did at the time with trying to start too many playthroughs at once, and kind of had to pick something or some playthroughs to drop just so I could manage to get out episodes in a reasonable amount of time. And Phoenix Point happened to be one of those that I said, well, it's just not quite where I want it right now. And so we'll keep an eye on it, and guess what? We're here, and I think now with the new DLC that's come out so far, Living Weapons, Blood and Titanium, Legacy of the Ancients, and another one to be coming out sometime this year, Festering Skies, I think it has a little more depth, at least for me, than it did before, and along with some tweaks to the geoscape and the battle maps, it makes it a little more enjoyable for me, a little less repetitious, a little less of a slog. Now, I'm planning to start recording on approximately Wednesday, the 20th of this month, and the first episode should be edited and up and ready for release this Thursday. I'll be playing on Hero difficulty, and what I'm doing now with this announcement is I'm giving anyone who might be interested a chance to request a character in this playthrough. You know, just leave me a name for the character, a nickname, a preferred class that you would prefer, you know, like an assault, a sniper, a heavy. Yes, there will be multi-classes that may happen and different ways to get you these classes, and it's hard to choose more than those basic ones at this time. There are other factions, and you never know which ones we may end up becoming aligned with, so it's hard to guarantee that we'll have, say, a technician, or we'll have, you know, other kinds of faction-specific characters that'll be available. But if you choose Assault Sniper Heavy, we'll be able to get you into the game one way or another. Part of the playthrough I'm planning, or part of the way I'm hoping to be able to play on this one is, I know in my first playthrough, which I've never completed, and I still haven't completed the game, I've only kind of messed around with very, very early game episodes and mechanics. But one thing I want to try in the first playthrough, I tried aligning with one faction, but I'm going to see how many multiple alliances I can make. Maybe with a couple different factions, and if we had that perfect kind of a playthrough, maybe we could even align with all of them in some way, shape, or form. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards and hoping for. in the upcoming playthrough. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, that's why we play this game, to see how it turns out. You may have one thing in mind, and that may not be the way it goes. So if you are interested in a character, just make a comment down below, and we'll do our best to get you in the game. Priority will be given on a first-come, first-served basis for anyone wanting a character. The good news is this is a small channel. We don't get a whole heck of a lot of requests. In fact, I'm guessing I'll probably have to provide some of my own character names in the meantime. I doubt we'll have enough requests to fill out the roster with all the viewers so far. So this is your opportunity if you've always wanted a character in a playthrough. Hopefully I won't get you killed too fast, and hopefully we'll have a little fun watching your character develop. So if you're familiar with the game, do me a favor, since I've never finished a playthrough, I really only have early game experience when it comes down to it. Feel free to give your ideas, your thoughts, your suggestions on strategies, what I should be looking to do, what you think is a good plan for us. Ultimately, the game will somewhat dictate how we go, and the decisions in the moment will dictate how we go. But if you have some broad overviews on good ways to progress, I'm all ears. I don't have a problem with giving me some ideas that I may not have thought about, because I don't know the game inside and out. That's why we're mainly starting on the hero level and not up at the hardest level to start with, because I don't have a good enough feel for the game and how it will develop, and I want to be able to get far enough, and hopefully at least with hero, if I die, it'll be pretty good into the game. So we'll get a good feel for what the game looks like right now. So I hope you're looking forward to this playthrough as much as I am. I can't wait to get this started, and I look forward to seeing you as viewers coming up starting Thursday when I release the first episode after recording on Wednesday. You all have a great one, and as always, I sure do appreciate you watching and your viewership. You all have a great one.